What's good, YouTube? I'm in my very messy room right now, and I'm just gonna do a little video showing you how I grip my skateboard. I'm at the tail end of my spring break. I think I've broken 3 boards already. Gotta do what you gotta do. I got myself a new board. I'm just gonna grip it up, show you what I do, explain a few things. Now let's grip this skateboard. Got the board here. I hope this view is nice. First things first, let's open up this plastic wrap. I got my car keys. There's really nothing like taking the plastic off of a new product. And these stickers will be going towards the 4,444 subscriber giveaway. I hate these stickers that they put on, and I really hope this one's not stuck on there. Usually they come off nice and easy, which is good. Alright, now I got a sheet of grip tape. I always get Mob grip tape. I think Mob feels the best. I've had good experiences with Jessup also, but every time I get a grip tape other than that, I usually hate it and it like chips off and stuff. This is always pretty satisfying. Sometimes I'll actually cut lines into my grip. I just do whatever I'm feeling in the moment, and right now I want to keep it simple. So now I get this nice vantage point and make sure I see no edges sticking out. That looks good. So put this down, and then I start here very slowly, pat that grip tape down. You know, if you fuck up a little, it's not the end of the world. Like, it's a fucking skateboard, it's gonna get fucked up anyway. Okay, once that's on, I kind of look for some obvious air bubbles and try to press them out. I think I'm looking pretty good. Alright, so then I grab the back of the sheet of Mob, place it right on the grip with the glossy side down, and I kind of rub my hand along it. Sometimes I like just step on it, make sure it's all nice and stuck. And we're ready for the next step. So here's where we're at now. I didn't fuck up the edges. This one came pretty close, but still good. Next up, we want to... Ooh, I need my hat. Was my hat off in the last clip? Man, I feel like I'm having a bad hair day. Next step is to make that pretty white outline around the board. I usually just use the metal part of my skate tool. I keep fucking up and like making lines on my grip. But as I said, it's just a skateboard. It's gonna get fucked up anyway. I try to do this as like vigorously as possible because when it's like super sanded down along the edges, it's easier to get that cut when you're actually chopping off the edges. So here is where we stand. We have this sheet of grip tape on, and I've created an outline of the board. And you probably know this, but the reason we do the outline is because it makes it easier to cut off the edges, which we're going to do right now. So now we're at the hardest part, actually cutting off the edges of the grip tape. I just grabbed an old and crusty razor blade. When I used to look up how to grip your board, they would always say to get a brand new fresh razor blade. And honestly, I don't think that's true. I have a pocket knife engraved with my name that I've been using to grip boards for like as long as I can remember, and that thing works fine, and I usually get a perfect grip job. So I don't think you need a fresh razor blade, but I mean, it might be a little easier. This thing is pretty crusty. I left that pocket knife at home, so I guess I'm gonna miss one board with it, but that's okay. So I usually start with a cut right here, chopping off the tail kind of, and what I do is I just cut straight in until I hit the board. So once I have our first incision, I start slicing this way. If I get it right, this whole thing will come off in one fluid motion. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. See, that right there is what you want. That's the good shit. Now the nose gets a little bit harder. See, sometimes the nose gives me trouble, but so far so good. Alright, so I'm fucking up just a little bit. Like, see there, it's not as smooth, but we're gonna keep going. It's all about cutting at an upward angle and like lifting this part at the same time. Alright, I have a feeling this cut right here is gonna be smooth. Ready? Woo! You cannot tell me that wasn't beautiful. Look at that. Alright, just a little bit left. So here is where we're at now. I made it in one piece. I'd say that was a pretty stellar job. I'm feeling good about it. Now we have one step left. That's to sand around the edges. And we're gonna use that, as you guys probably already know. And we're just gonna rub down the edges. The reason for that is if you don't do it, your grip tape might chip up along the edges, and that's never good. Now that's what I like to see. A perfectly gripped skateboard. This thing is ready to be shredded. So I'm not setting this board up right now, but I will soon. I might do a setup video. First, I'm curious. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this kind of thing, like grip tape jobs, setup videos, things like that. If you're into it, let me know. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That's really how I grip every board. I think I captured it nicely. I do it the same way every time. I pretty much always get it perfect. Like, you saw me fuck up a little, but like that fixes itself when you're sanding down the edges. So that's how I grip my board perfectly every time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave me a like. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your feedback in the comments and anything you have to say. And for anyone who hasn't already, I do videos every 3 days now, so hit the subscribe button. I would super appreciate that. Thanks guys. See you soon.